Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I've had to put you on charge. We're out of power. I've dealt with not one visitor but 3 visitors. Not always in person, not always in person, but 3 different people I've spoken to since I signed off. What cards we're going to use? We can use the Flamingo Tarot. It's a very loud, long grumbling. Okay, interesting, because I picked up these cards and my phone was on top. And then when I went to rest my phone, a card was stuck behind the phone, and it was this card, which is the 5 of, it's a 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is about you being victorious, but it looks like you're in light pieces. Take note of the number 6 on this hand here. Took me to the energy of the number of the beast. Just go with it. Hell. There's rumblings from hell. I've been dabbling with dark energy over the last couple of weeks. So it's definitely out there. I felt it. I felt it come over me, the way that I've kind of handled certain situations, and maybe what word was it? It was about eliminating, a quick elimination process, about who's good for you. That's the energy I've been feeling, quite a strong masculine energy here. Not allowing anyone to really interfere, put doubt in the way. The devil energy. It's not allowing anyone to get in the way of between us and our legacy. So maybe not such an angelic energy, although it is. I found myself questioning my behaviour, as to say that wasn't very angelic, but who says that it was out of alignment, my behaviour, the way that I've handled individuals that I sense are not going to be good. I don't know if I want to say a good environment, a good presence to be around. It's kind of, you nip it in the bud. We're on a mission, aren't we? It's like we haven't got time just to fuck around with imbeciles, apparently. Imbeciles. People who are, I won't say immobile. Okay, have no get up and go. Shallows coming through. No get up and go. How we handle people with no get up and go and who are quite shallow. Quite abruptly. Quick elimination. The elimination process is quick. I feel the energy here of there being many suitors, but there's only one who fits the suit. Because I feel all these other kings here, yeah, it's like they stand no chance. And then you have this masculine, this emperor, coming in on his pentacle. Interesting. I feel like he wants to wipe away the tears. I'm not sure if they're his tears or whether they're the Divine Feminine's tears. He wants to wipe them away. Last card. There is this energy here of, I feel the masculine picking up that around the Divine Feminine, should we say that there's many suitors, but they're not. They don't suit her. So I actually feel there's a devil energy, because when I responded to a certain individual, and it was like, that was a bit harsh. I didn't need to respond to him like that. But I kind of, I say, went for the jugular. And like, it's been sitting with me. And it's like, but I didn't feel that was my energy. I felt it was a very protective masculine force coming through, kind of warning this masculine. It's like, no, you're best just to back away now. Let bygones be bygones. And so I feel there's this energy of interference. This masculine is wanting to protect the feminine and protect her from, well, it looks like she's in like a tornado. He wants to whisk her off to over the rainbow. Okay, well, it's very interesting, isn't it? Well, the energy is she wouldn't be crying if she was with me. She wouldn't be crying if she was with me. The Fool. So this masculine here, look at all the signs on him. So I feel like he's caked in signs. There's a house that's upside down. I do feel like the masculine, look at all the googly eyes. I feel as if the masculine's kind of gone maybe crazy. He is going crazy. He's on his way to you. He's not even sure what he's going to do when he gets there, but he's on his way. It's like, he's got his little bag of tricks. And in that background, this house here, I feel like he's turned his world upside down. There's explosions here and house on its head. But it's time. He's got his companion with him. So the energy I want to say of maybe the divine masculine not wanting to like dabble in this, get involved, but he has this strength and power over him that he knows that he is the right suitor. He fits the suit. He fits the match. He fits the match. So it's not, I feel these other masculines, they'll be taking on too much, more than they can handle. But this masculine, he's got a handle on things now. He's got his hand on the Ace of Wands that's guiding him. I feel like he's red with fury. Okay, I had a cup of coffee. Doesn't matter. Right, so let's carry on. It doesn't matter about the coffee. Let's carry on the journey of love. It's like we've thrown the book to the floor. We're just going to follow our instincts. Simplicity. Card number 4. The number of the Emperor. Let me just recap what the actual cards are. So you've got the Six of Wands. That's about you being victorious. That's the meaning of the Six of Wands. Normally you're returning. Okay, and you're feeling confident. You have a reason to return. You're feeling proud of yourself. Okay, I feel like for being a brave boy. You're wanting some recognition for what you've done because you've turned your world upside down for this and you're about to take a leap of faith, but this is about you being victorious. Okay, returning after being gone. The King of Pentacles, that is the Divine Masculine's card. Okay, it's quite nice because it's the Emperor energy, but he's kind of, he's more methodical. He's thought this through and he's going through with it. He's riding that legacy. Okay. I'm taken now to like the Twin Angels reading, where kind of one of you comes across as being more angelic and the other one a bit more hellish, devilish. Okay, now I'm being taken to the Red Hand again. So in all these cards you can see the Red Hand. I picked up the Devil energy, taken more to his foot. And then the Red Hand's here as well. Looks like that's a number 11 or 77, or it's a symbol of pi. Oh, I felt the energy here of, you know, The cherry on top of the cake. Having his pie, his cake. Getting to eat it too. He's hungry, boy. Belly's rumbling. So, simplicity. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which is the legacy. These have been long in motion. But this here with the googly eyes, it took me about being crazy in love. He's acted a bit crazy. And the energy of love's got the world in motion. Love's got the world feeling its emotions. The Fool. It's like he starts his journey again. Ooh. The Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords indicates that you can no longer go back to the upside down world. There's no going back. It's like he's watched his house burn down. Ten of Swords. Through the chaos, we enter this peacefulness, where things are just simple. I went to the communal dance, card number 5. It's like it won't let me get to 4 yet. Number 3, Burning Hero. Card number 4, Simplicity. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers to your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can. Belly rumbled. It's like, well, find it. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can, even if you are yet to understand why you should. Be grateful because you cannot perceive the gift hiding within your struggles quite yet. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest night, the light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer: love. Trust, have faith, and be patient. Wait, and you shall see. Let simplicity be. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. The circumstances with which you are struggling will right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way. Meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to the divine. And when you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it's all going to work out for the best. By connecting, finding that sacred space. There is peace for one whose heart is open. And yesterday, the Mother Mary card was Our Lady of Peaceful Change. I do feel drawn to pull a Rumi card. Oh, let's have a look at the Divine Feminine deck. And then we'll have a Rumi card. It's that eye, it's that eye. It's like shit got really crazy. It was hard to believe your eyes. I can't believe my eyes. You know when you say, I can't believe my eyes, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my goodness. Ananda Mayi Ma The joy-permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. There's a doggy out there. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Page number 68. It's like, but I'm going to read when your soul selects her card, which means we skip out page number 69. Okay, when your soul selects her card, there's a passage in Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda that relates an encounter he had with Anandamayi Ma. He asks her why she is always so filled with joy and can enter states of bliss instantly. She explains to him that she's aware of her true self. She knows that before she came to earth, she was the same. As a little girl, and later, when she grew into a woman, she was still the same. She still was the same. And now, sitting in front of Yogananda, she remains the same. And even after death, she says, though the dance of creation changes around me, I shall be the same. This is self-realization, merging with that aspect within us that never changes. It's becoming conscious of the self that is eternal, while within this brief, mortal existence. Anandamayi Ma believed that the only true calling or purpose any of us have is to become realized. And so she believed that any action we take toward that goal is sacred. Find your sacred space. Okay, the only true calling or purpose any of us have is to become realized. And so she believed that any action we take toward that goal is sacred. There's a deep calm, abiding joy that arrives when we can merge with the aspect of us that never changes. There is a bliss we get to experience each time we detach from the surface storms that cause chaos in our lives. If we can remember that we are the guru, that we are an aspect of the divine that remains the same, no matter how much change surrounds us, then we get to arrive at a joy that lives at the core of our being. The soul voice meditation, what does joy feel like in my body? And the intention, I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Okay. All the energies coming through regarding being able to parent yourself. Let's end with a Rumi message. Just one card, please. Thank you. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. I felt the energy here of you encouraging the Divine Masculine. You help him tap into like he's rebel. I don't want to call it a devilish side. He's rebel. But this is a rebel with a cause. Okay, card number 36. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Rumi. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason and your passion, the passion that makes you crazy and shoos all logical restraints from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. Animal fur, your devil suit. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums from their skins and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come, drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honour the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame and fear. Do you think I give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic. Of course you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You, O blazing angel, are being invited by the wild red mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. You may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams, or perhaps you are a healer, devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others and hungry to commune with ancient wisdom. Perhaps you are all of these, or some other exquisite amalgam of holy energy in form. Whatever your nature, there is passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear that can become the fuel for your life journey, if you accept the invitation of the wild red mother, of course. This is the invitation to lay aside despair, to lay aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Will you join her, the wild red mother, in her exuberant play? You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform suffering into what it is meant to be, the crucible through which ecstasy reveals itself. You do not have to analyse, to stay in the throes of process and ordered stages. You can just choose this passionate path now, if you wish. You are ready. It is open to you. Will you accept? It takes a great spirit, one with much practice of studied rebellion, to be ready to cast off the shackles of society from a place of loving defiance rather than fearful anger, and to playfully say to the world, I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine, and have had quite enough now. I decline your offering to gorge upon such lesser fruits. I prefer to feast upon bread, hot and fresh, and wine that is mouth-filling and unctuous. Join me if you like. It is an abundant feast, and there is plenty for all. Even in the spiritually minded, there can be a driving fear, thinly veiled as devotion to the most odious path. Perhaps for a while that serves as a truth of sorts, but eventually there will come a time when smaller truths must give way to larger ones, so the soul can truly be free to grow. Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is in. Let me repeat this. Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal, towards a larger and more luscious experience of life as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes a divine lover, in all enthusiasm for the sport, bites you too hard or grabs you with so much desire that a bruise remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life, for more of that boundless love, even when it knocks you on the head whilst grabbing for you. This is possible when you give up on judgment on what is good and what is bad, on what is apparently spiritual and what is not, and when you just realise everything in your life is leading to love. Whether through caress or a slap, the divine lover is seducing you. If you can accept this, you can certainly give yourself permission to love what you love, to live how you wish to live, and to forget about holding yourself back because some choices make sense and others supposedly do not. If you are able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, you'll let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll feast on your religion and your plans and devour your doubts and certainties. She'll tear away your need for maps and directions, and just when you think there's nothing left, she'll grab your hands and spin with you. You'll tilt back your head and laugh so wildly with her, spinning together, along with the earth upon her axis. with a daring and bold love for life that will not be quashed. That wild mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear, time and time again. So I invite you to paint the whole world red with me, with passionate nature, and let us laugh and change the world. All the red hands here. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is a big cosmic yes. It is also an invitation to let go of suffering and struggle, not with regret or shame, but with gentle acknowledgement that it has had its purpose. It now has a bigger purpose, that of passion, which calls you to engage in the embrace of life with more abandon than ever before. Now is the time to let go of belief systems and needing to know anything. It is time to trust in the beating of your own heart and in the people, places and experiences that truly move you, whether it makes sense or appears to be logical or not. The wild red mother comes to you when you are ready for her at a soul level. Your mind may think she is a thief in the night, ready to pilfer all you hold near and dear, and be utterly in terror at the prospect. But your soul will be gurgling with such anticipation of freedom, it will fill your heart with sweet love and urge you to let go. Let her have her way with you, even if it means she crashes into you in the dark as she fumbles and drags you, half asleep, to go out dancing with her under the full moon, wearing nothing but your animal skin and a smile. She'll soothe any bumps and bruises you receive in opening up to life with the most tender and effective of ministrations, for she is just as tender a nurse as she is a wild, raging dance partner. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous. Be it ridiculous in your own mind for your age or career path, or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart, without rhyme or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. It is not about childish indulgence and questionable justification for letting the ego misbehave. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart and allowing your soul to throb with aliveness, making that more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment or fear the mind, yours or that of others, could summon. Wow. Okay then. The wild red mother, she most definitely eats the ego for breakfast. Okay. Oh, let's leave it there, guys. That was a good reading. Interesting reading. Hopefully it might give you some explanation if you feel your behaviour's been a bit off. I will catch up with you guys soon. 28 minutes, 33 seconds. Until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.